Right, year 10. Next little bit of transformation is reflections. So a lot of the time this will be a good bit easier than the enlargements, but sometimes these can be deceptively tricky. So let's not be too cocky and take our time with this, okay? Now, we need to be able to, both of all, if you're given a shape and given the line of reflection, we need to be able to reflect it in the line of reflection, but we also need to figure out what the line of reflection is if you're given both the shape and the reflection. Okay, so I think there's examples of both of those here. Yeah, there are. Okay, so here's your instructions on how to reflect a shape in a given mirror line, and it is nice and straightforward. The first thing you'll have to do is draw on probably the line of reflection, because they'll just tell you what it is, and that even that can throw some people off sometimes. And then all you do is count from each vertex, which, remember, just a fancy word for a corner. So just count from each vertex to the mirror line, and then mirror that on the other side. So just do exactly the same on the other side. Okay. And do apply a bit of common sense here whenever you're answering these. Okay. Now again, annoyingly, our grid lines have not photocopied. I have sat like a loon and drawn these in, so please can you do it as well. My tip is, like, especially here, you can use these points because they're obviously on coordinates, so use those points to figure out where the lines are, and then just kind of match that on the other side. I'm actually quite impressed with my grid lines, not gonna lie. Okay. Now again, I'm going to use, well, I don't think I did this last time, but I'm going to use pen just because I think in some of those last videos my grid lines and my whatchamacallit lines of the shape, they weren't distinguishable enough from each other, so I'm just going to use pen this time. Please, you do not use pen, use pencil, because it's so easy to make a mistake, and I bet you I make a mistake. Sure, it'll give you something to laugh at. Trying to pick a new pen that will have a nice fine tip. Let's try this one. Okay, right. Let me see, reflect triangle ABC. So we've got ABC here. First of all, in the line y equals -1, and then we have to label it A dash B dash C dash. So first of all, we need to figure out where on earth the line y equals -1 is. So I'll probably do these in different colours actually. So for part A, I'll use my black pen. So y equals -1 is just the line that has the y coordinate -1 the whole time. So that's going to be here, across here. So I'm going to draw that in. Oh, I'm wondering if I maybe not done enough grid lines here. We'll see. That'll be exciting. So this is my line y equals -1. This is one of those things that people quite often do it the wrong way around. People quite often would put it there, but that would be the point x equals -1, because every single point on that line would be -1. Whereas on this, if you think about all the different points on the coordinates, like this point is 5 -1, 4 -1, 3 -1, 2, etc. Okay, anyway, then we have to reflect this line and label it A dash B dash C dash. So if we look at point A, it's 2 squares up above our line. So A dash is going to be 2 squares beneath. So that's going to be there. My lighting is a bit all over the place here. I apologise. I maybe should have pulled my curtain. Oh well. B is 1, 2, 3. So we go 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be B dash. And then C is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be C dash. And then join them up with a line and just check it makes sense. Yep, that looks like a nice reflection. Okay, I'm going to try and fix this lighting before I do the next one. I don't actually think that's any better, but sorry, it's the best I can do. So that was part A done. I really should have labelled that. Well, I suppose we've labelled it A dash B dash C dash, that's enough. For part B, in the line x equals 3, so we have to reflect this triangle ABC in the line x equals 3 and label it L, M, N. So I'm going to use my purple pen for this one. So first of all, we need to draw the line x equals 3. So that's going to be here. I hate it doing more than one in one diagram, but we're going to have to. So this is the line x equals 3, because every single coordinate on this line has the x coordinate of 3. Then I've just noticed my grid lines are not going to go far enough, so let me draw an extra couple of those on. Oh, this is a great video, very exciting. Let's see, that'll be enough there, won't it? Okay, now see, with ones like this it can be very easy to go wrong whenever you've got like it overlapping on the line. So let's do A first of all. A is 1 square from the line, so this is going to be our new A, which we have to call L. B is 1, so we go 1 over here, and that's going to be M. And then C is 2 from the line, so we go 2 over here, and that is N. And then join these up with nice straight lines. There we go. So there's our new shape, and yeah, that looks right. You can always sort of tell just by looking at these if you've got them right or not. Okay, move on to page 87. So here is example 2. Reflect the triangle ABC in the line y equals x and label it A dash, B dash, C dash. So the line y equals x is maybe one that you know already, but think it through logically. If the y coordinate is the same as the x coordinate, it's going to go through 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. Yep, we'll draw these grid lines in as well. I've already done it. So I'm going to stick with purple just for a bit of fun. This is where this could go wrong with our drawn in grid lines, because they're obviously not going to be perfect. But if you try and get, this should be going through all the wee corners. Okay, so y equals x, that's our, so that's going to be our line of reflection there. Now, I often teach 2 different ways of doing this. Let's see how we get on. So see the way A is like half a diagonal square from our line y equals x. That's one way that we can do it. So then I would be saying, right, half a diagonal square the other way is going to be there. So that is where A dash is going to be. Right. So that can get confusing with half a diagonal and a full diagonal. So another way that you can actually do it is to use the grid lines that are already there. Just rotate them 90 degrees whenever your line of reflection is like this. So see the way this is 1 across to here, then you can go 1 up. And if it was like, say it was this point here, we could have said that's 1 down, so then we would go 1 over here. I personally like doing the diagonal, so I'm probably going to keep doing that, but remember that is an alternative way that you can do that. So that was point A, so that's our new A dash. B is 1 full diagonal from our line, so B dash is going to be 1 full diagonal, so it's going to be there. Okay, and then C is 1 full diagonal here, so we follow that on, and that's going to be C dash. And then again, join these up using your rulers. You and Scott using your ruler, yeah? I've seen that class work with no rulers. Right, there we go. Yep, that does look right. Took me a minute there, but yeah, it does. Okay, then our third example here is one of the types where they've given you the shape and the reflection, and you have to get the equation of the line. If it is like a vertical line, it'll always be x equals something on whatever number it's going through. If it's a horizontal line, it'll always be y equals whatever number it's going through on the axes. If it's a nice diagonal like that, it's just y equals x. Oh, here's one. If it is a diagonal like this, like going down that way, that would be y equals minus x, because the y coordinate's always minus whatever the x coordinate is. I think that was as many as I can think of examples to give you, but hopefully you can see in this one here that our line of reflection is smack bang down there, down that y-axis. So this line, because on a vertical line like this, the x coordinate is always the same. It's going to be x equals something. So we just have to look and see what is that x coordinate, and it's 0. So this is the line x equals 0. Okay, so that's that for these notes. Hopefully you get on all right with the work. See you next time. Bye.